Welcome to the Nate and Beth radio show. We hope you will have a scary time at the Nate and Beth radio show.
Scary time. What do you do? Show your face?
I might take the mask off and show my face at the Nate and Beth radio show.
Tease.
All right, well, welcome everyone. Mostly addressing people listening after the fact, as I don't know if there's really anyone here now. This is the Nate and Beth radio show coming your way on November 28th, 2021. As I'm not going to be able to have a radio show this Thursday, December 2nd, I figured we can do this to kind of make up for it. I've got other things going on December 2nd, but that's how life goes sometimes, huh?
Scheduling conflict. Besides, he'd be no fun.
So, I guess you kind of figured we would talk about something in particular while we're waiting for people to show up. Based on what we watched, last night or the night before? Oh no, the night before.
Our annual watching we didn't watch Thursday. It on the day. We watched it on Friday. But our annual watching of Blood Rage, aka
Slasher, aka Nightmare at Shadow Woods.
So after watching that, I was curious to see if the movie in the drive-in was an actual movie, and it was. It was The Bride, aka The House That Cried Murder, aka Last House on Massacre Street. So these triple titles are kind of fun. But I actually enjoyed watching The Bride. It was PG.
So it's actually, there's a clip of this movie in Blood Rage. It's what they're watching on TV, and the guy's like, God, how can they put this stuff on TV? So that was actually
the babysitting
this
scene.
Movie, The Bride / House That Cried Murder / Massacre, whatever. And it was that guy. It's a movie from the early 70s. It's that guy who would go on to be the bad guy in Revenge of the Ninja. He's in it. Well, the main guy, the guy that got murdered at the end.
Oh, yeah.
But at least when Blood Rage, they got the timeline correct, because the beginning of Blood Rage took place like in 73, and the movie came out in 73. So they got the timeline correct.
I wouldn't know much about that, but it was a fun movie.
Yeah, so watching Blood Rage, wanted Beth to seek out the movie that was in Blood Rage, so we watched that. Not amazing, but I think Beth liked it.
Total 70s.
It's like just the whole movie's filler, basically. But
we got a couple hitchhikers, thank you.
Couple hitchhikers, and looks like possibly someone listening. It's hard to tell when no one's talking. I mean, in the chat, that is.
Is it turned on?
It's right there.
Okay.
It's turned on. But yeah, and then, actually on Thanksgiving we did Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, and then the day after we did Blood Rage.
Yeah,
how was Trains, Planes, and Automobiles this year?
Same as it was the previous 2 years.
Same as it was every other year? Okay.
No, I think I catch something different every single time.
Well, I can't put you on the spot. What'd you catch?
We got some peace signs from
Mr. Kevin Ferrer. I wonder if it's the grandson of Mel Ferrer.
Hello. I can't say exactly what I saw new in Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
I don't think I've ever seen M. Kevin Ferrer here. Welcome, M. Kevin Ferrer.
We're just talking about what we've been watching over the past few days.
You can't remember the
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
That's okay.
No, I mean, just little nuances.
It's interesting how people will show up in chat that you've never seen in your comments for your videos, you know?
At least he's stopping by to give us a couple of peace signs. I'm guessing one each.
one for me or one for you, or is it both for me or both for you?
No, they're both for me, of course.
Good. Okay, well,
As I
since
unlock my
she's
candy stash.
got her candy ready for the show. Since we don't have anyone really talking, it's so funny how we have a topic ready to go, and then we get through it in like 2 minutes, and it's
Because
just
it's just us. We've seen it. We saw it together.
yeah, I know, but the topic was supposed to last until people start talking, so we gotta talk about
figure it
that
out.
over again. Well, we watched Blood Rage and seeing Blood Rage, and just kidding. There was this movie In Blood. She doesn't know what to do with her candy wrapper. Let's see what else here. So we may have had lunch at a restaurant yesterday that plays holiday music, and it almost put her off her food. So maybe we can, maybe much like the character in Gremlins, maybe there was some traumatic event that happened. Well, maybe you don't want to share it. Is there anything you can share about why
I
you
just don't like
you
Christmas.
can't stand Christmas? I mean, I don't like it,
It's
but
sad time of year.
just depressing.
Broken promises,
Consumerism. Okay, maybe broken promises of her childhood.
lies told by parents to their children.
All right, about Satan. I mean Santa.
You were right the first time. Satan Claus.
Satan Claus in his red outfit.
Red outfit of blood. Yeah. Killing all the little girls and boys that were naughty. Oh wait, we're talking about a different
movie
now. What was that one?
Well, there's
a few.
Yeah, Silent Night, Deadly Night,
That's
or
what I was thinking of.
Christmas Evil.
I like Christmas Evil.
Me too.
It's fun.
Christmas Evil is fun.
But yeah, Christmas is just not a good time of year for me.
Anything specific reason why you can share?
Just
broken promises in your past.
Yeah.
That's understandable. Well, so far we've got a peace sign from M. Kevin Ferrer, the grandson of. I don't know if that's true, but I'm just kind of goofing around. There's this actor named Mel Ferrer, who I can't remember what his son's name was. He was in RoboCop and Deep Star 6. I can't remember what his son's name was, but M. Kevin Ferrer showed up for peace sign and may have left or may not have. Well, Holy Toledo. I can't even. What the hell else should we talk about while we wait for people to?
Why do you like holidays?
Oh, okay. We'll set the record straight. So I don't like holidays or Christmas, but I don't hate some of the tunes. It's not if people have been following my channel for long enough, they may already know. It's no secret that for me the Charlie Brown Christmas music album is like the seminal. That's not the word. Sentinel. I can't. Seminal. Maybe seminal. Maybe. Christmas, music album. Just that 60s jazz version of some of them Christmas songs and stuff. So I like some Christmas music, preferably without like the lyrics being sung. Kind of just instrumentals.
I can handle instrumentals.
And I just love the lights. The Christmas lights. I've always loved Christmas lights, and
until they became LED.
Admittedly, I know. I hate the LEDs.
Gary
but
Page's
luckily, you
house.
can still buy non-LEDs, and that's what I do. But it looks like Gary Page is here. He says, "Hi, Nate. Hi, Beth. He changed my mind. I think Steve Martin kicked John Candy out of his house after a few days." Sorry, Dell. Yeah, after he destroyed their bathrooms.
Oof.
He probably got 3 bathrooms in minimum in that house, and Dell probably destroyed them all. I did a little poll on Thursday. What do people think happens after the ending of Trains, Planes, Automobiles, after the meal? What happens? Do they adopt them or kick them out onto the street?
Well, after Dell eats the entire dinner by himself, the kids cry and kick him out.
And they gotta get Chinese food. Right. Like Christmas Story.
I thought one turkey would be enough for 10 people, not one person.
Well, welcome Gary Page. It's probably about dinner time over in the UK right about now. or past dinner time. It'd be make it 6 p.m. or 7 p.m., I would imagine. Thanks for showing up. We'll see if anyone else shows up.
And you have your right to change your opinion. What do you think at first that
Well,
John Candy stayed?
He's got his right to change it once. Yeah, he must.
Unless you decide to be a woman, then you can change it as many times as you want.
Oh, whoa. We got to be careful what we say on YouTube these days.
What?
Yeah, well.
That's the trend.
So, thanks for showing up. He must have said on Thursday, he must have said that happily ever after and they move in.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it is an interesting question. What's going to happen?
What do you think happened?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they could. What I said on Thursday is they sure probably have enough extra rooms in that mansion to move him in, but he's got to contribute in some way. Ooh, free
shower curtains,
free shower curtain rings
yeah.
and child care if they want to risk it.
Teach their kids how to be shower ring representatives.
Yeah, these are filled with helium, kids. That's what you say.
That's why they're so light.
That's why they're so light.
They were signed by Cher. You just can't see it. It's invisible.
Diane Sawyer signature, even though it's not on there anywhere. Just been washed off in the shower.
What was it? 2 for 10 or 3 for 15?
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention to the
said
costs.
2 for 10 or 3 for 15. No, 2.
She'll be on this for the rest of the show, everyone.
He had some kind of deal going on.
Once she gets going with something.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else, Gary, on your mind?
If you're still here.
If you're still here.
Unless we're upsetting your dinner by talking about John Candy.
Could be upsetting his dinner. Oh, we had another topic, Frenzy. You saw Frenzy last night for the very first time. And it's kind of funny because because of the way it started with them talking about cleaning up the river, Beth thought...
They were just going to talk about like sharks or piranhas in the river.
She thought Frenzy was about piranhas or sharks in the river. And...
disappointingly, it was just another strangler murder.
And she didn't tell me that until this morning. So then I'm like, oh, there's this movie called Piranha. Have you seen it? No. So we just watched Piranha before we went live.
And that was interesting.
That's what you were expecting last night.
But Hitchcock has his moments. He has his twists.
Yeah, I personally pretty big fan of Frenzy. I think it's pretty well done, and I was trying to impress her with my movie facts, and it's one of his last movies. It might be Frenzy could be his second to last movie, but he might have made one more after it.
Didn't you say this was one of his last ones in London? Isn't he from
Right. So what I said was he's from England. So like after he did Lady Vanishes, he went to Hollywood, and I don't think he ever came back. And I think Frenzy was the first time he'd been back. So it was kind of a big deal for, him probably in Londoners. Gary says, yeah, he's a great uncle, but don't let him live in your house. Maybe he's
going back to trains, planes, and automobiles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Is there some kind of a lag? There could be a lag.
Well, it could be that. Maybe he didn't type it until now either. Okay. You never know. But it could be a lag. But Frenzy, I want to say Family Plot could very well be his last movie. I think that may have been after Frenzy, but don't quote me. I've never seen that. I think I've got the VHS.
Yeah, I like Hitchcock. I like his earlier stuff.
She's more partial to the earlier stuff. Black and white, classic, no...
birds.
Well, that's color, but it's still classic.
It's still classic.
Yeah.
Hitchcock Theater. Was it the Hitchcock Hour or something like that?
Alfred Hitchcock Presents.
Yeah, there it is.
Can you do the theme song?
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
I had it in my head, and then you started saying something, and then I lost it.
Okay, she's got this expression like, that's not it.
That's too fast. There it is.
Well, the show's only so long. I can't. I gotta do a sped up version for copyright.
Well, that's why I was looking at you funny. I'm like, it sounded right, but it was too fast.
Well, 15 minutes in, once again, Gary's the first show uppy.
Second.
Well, right.
Let's be fair to
M. Kevin Ferrer.
Any questions if you're still out there,
Any
Gary?
comments, questions? Yeah.
As we stare each other in the face, trying to figure out what to say.
At this point, maybe we can. This is how shows have been lately, where it's like slow start. At this point, we'll.
Maybe we should wrap it up and more people will come on.
Yeah.
It's been nice knowing you. We're going to have a half an hour show here, so we're going to wrap it up.
I know. It's people seem to show up right before the show ends. Well, this time we gave the biggest heads
wasn't
up.
it like 23 hours?
Yeah, it was like almost a day advance or something. Seems like the more advanced notice we get, the less people show up.
See, we should have just kept with our 15 minutes. We're going to sign on and see who shows up.
Yeah. Well,
maybe next time.
In theory, if people have a heads up, people should show up. But theories don't always come true, do they?
Maybe they lost track of time.
They could have lost track of time. Plus, it's the weekend, so everyone's just drunk.
Probably still sleeping off their turkey from Thursday and Friday.
No, not Gary. He's in Saturday. The UK. They don't do it.
His Christmas goose. What are they doing in England?
They don't have anything in November, I don't think. They've got something called Boxing Day, the day after Christmas. I think it's some boxing holiday. Gary Page asks if we're going to watch Scrooged. I don't think we really talked about it. I showed it to her.
Wasn't that the comedy?
Yeah, it's with Bill Murray. I think I showed it to you a couple years ago, and Beth actually...
I giggled a couple times.
I don't know if she wants me to say this, but the mute kid speaking at the end kind of jerked some tears out of her.
Maybe.
There's this mute kid who... I can't remember if he's seen his dad get shot. Probably. That hasn't spoken since Dad died, and he does a line from whatever Christmas Carol. God blesses everyone. And that made tears pour out of Beth's eyes. So we're not 100% sure if we're gonna watch Scrooge this year or not. We haven't talked about it. The way it kind of jerked the tears out of her eyes, I guess maybe I wasn't thinking I'd make her watch it again.
This year might be worse than that year.
Right, because I think that was 2019 probably, and now we don't even need movie to cry these days. You just wake up and from your peaceful slumber and look at the world and you cry. But I don't know. Oh, well, what we generally do some of the, like if we're gonna do any Christmas movies, it's gonna be leaning towards, I would imagine, horror. So we'd be more apt to watch Christmas Evil probably than Scrooged if we're being truthful.
Yeah.
At this point, let's say we'll go for an hour and we'll assess the chat situation at that point.
Are you planning on watching Scrooge, Mr. Gary Page?
Yeah, any holiday movie
traditions
plans for Gary Page? Hey, Gary's got the last name of Neil Page in Trains, Planes, and Automobiles, or at least the name he uses, I should say. I'll let Beth read this.
Gary Page says, "Don't open till Christmas is crap, but I still watch it. I have a nice Spanish Blu-ray.
Oh,
Don't open till Christmas.
You never told us that. I don't think I showed you that because, like, he says it's crap. So, well, now Beth's
Well, if he
probably
continues
intrigued.
to watch it, might not be that crappy.
Yeah, it's crap. I think I've got the VHS.
Is it a horror movie?
Well, Gary Page would probably say horrible. I think it's probably technically a horror movie. I think it's a Christmas horror made in the UK. You know the guy who was the dean in Pieces?
Oh yeah.
He's in it and he directed it. Shit, that made her laugh.
Well, anything's got to be better than Doom Asylum.
Oh, I'd say it's better than Doom Asylum.
I don't know, just for S&G, we could probably watch it.
Mm-hmm.
That way I can say I've actually watched it before I say it's crap.
That's true.
I might like it.
There you go.
I liked The Bride, a.k.a. 2 other titles.
That's true. She liked it more than I did. If you like your early 70s music, there's some of that in there in the opening credits.
Well, I mostly liked the end, how they played that off.
Oh, yeah.
With the 2 realms. That was pretty fun.
She basically liked the quote-unquote twist ending. We're not going to spoil it, right?
Mm-hmm. In case anyone wants to watch it.
Who hasn't seen it? What's this other thing over there? Big.
It's a cherry. Chocolate-covered cherry.
That reminds me of those things with the. Remember they had a ring, a little ring, and
the ring pop.
Yeah, they still make those.
They still make those.
Oh my god! Yeah,
no, it's just cherry goop filling and chocolate. So, depending on how long the show goes, I may or may not open it.
Okay. Good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, so much for the heads up, bringing more people in earlier. Oh, well, maybe we'll stop doing heads up. Just freaking do it. Spring it on them because the heads up don't seem to.
Oh, you're talking about the show.
What do you think I'm talking about? Oh, maybe it's too naughty for her to say. Gary Page says, yes, I'm going to watch Scrooge soon. Doom Asylum is a classic. Uh-oh. Beth.
It's not 100% horrible. I like the makeup. Yeah, that's about all I like.
Yeah.
The blonde killing the person that saved her. That was pretty interesting.
I don't remember that.
Well, she's on the conveyor belt, and then the girl saves the blonde, and then the person is on the conveyor belt and telling her conveyor, whatever. So then she gets blonde off and ends up on it herself and ends up becoming crushed in the compactor.
Well, she sure remembers more of that movie than I do.
That was just a fun kill.
Okay. Oh, okay. Well, you could add that to your positives in addition to the makeup. Maybe a fun kill here and there. Or does that go with the makeup for you?
I think that's the only fun kill there was, though.
Oh, well, that one chick in the bathing suit got a grinder in the face, I think.
Grinder? Girl, oh.
There was one girl in this one-piece bathing suit the whole movie with tennis shoes and socks. I think she got the grinder in the face, possibly.
I don't know. I'd say I'd watch it again, but I'd be lying.
You'd say you want to watch it again, but you'd be lying?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He hasn't said anything else. Well, good. I'm glad you're going to watch Scrooged. I saw that in the theater with my dad. I've already mentioned on this channel, I think. So that was kind of fun. Gary Page says, yeah, it's really bad, isn't it? We think so.
Still trying to find a movie worse than it. You think it'd be easy, but really it's not. That one, I don't even know how it got published.
I know.
I guess it's who you know.
It's who you know.
Or who you do. Or both.
Or who you do. Well, I'm just going to hit 25 minutes in.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna hit 25 minutes in.
Yeah, I don't. Some of those movies are just so stupid that it's like watching a train wreck. You know how it's going to end, but you watch it anyway.
Are there any others you can think of that are like that? As she drinks on some
Butterscotch pop.
you can hand it to me and I don't want it on the floor.
Butterscotch non-alcoholic beer. Movies that are train wrecks.
Yeah.
Should I be honest or should I be kind? He said something else.
Gary says start talking Laserdiscs and maybe Wade will show up. Yeah, that's true. Start talking Small Soldiers Laserdisc and Wade will pop up. Well, until that happens, you were about to list off some train wrecks.
Total Recall.
What? We haven't watched that.
I've seen it.
You don't like that?
What? Sorry.
Well, I guess we're going to have to end the show. Deal breaker.
Terminator's kind of a train wreck.
She doesn't like Arnold.
It's not that I don't like Arnold. It's just a movie that shouldn't exist being made into more than one movie shouldn't even be a thing.
What do you mean made into more
Terminator?
than one?
If his son got pushed back into the past.
Oh, you're talking about Terminator? You said Total Recall.
Oh, that one too. But Terminator's kind of worse than Total Recall.
Oh, she has a problem with Terminator being the fact that we don't think that if you send someone to the future, that can't be the father of the person who sent them back in the first place, because we're of the opinion that time has to happen once all the way through first. So unless there's a son made, there can't be someone coming back from the future to impregnate someone to make that son. Mm-hmm. I don't think that's possible. So that's her issue with the movie Terminator. And since time travel is not really something we can test, we're not sure, but that's our thoughts on that subject. Gary says Slaughter High, another bad British slasher. That was a British one. I kind of
did we watch that?
I don't think we watched that. It's not very good. It reminds you. It's like exactly like Doom Asylum, where they shot it in this abandoned building or something. If I'm remembering the correct movie, I didn't remember it was British though. But it's almost like a Doom Asylum cousin. That doesn't pique her interest.
That's okay. I might watch it once.
I just didn't remember that it was British, though. It seems to me everyone in the movie, I thought they had... Oh! I don't know. I don't remember. I'll take Gary's word for it.
Okay. See other movies that are train wrecks.
As we're approaching 30 minutes into the show.
I can't think of them right off the top of my skull.
Yeah, sometimes I'm asked questions and it's like, God, I can't think it up off the spot, so that's okay.
What was that blind buy we made? And it was Johnny Depp, Dead Man.
Yeah, well, you're the one who wanted that because it had Johnny your Depp sweetheart in it. Dead Man.
Yeah, that was a train wreck, a very, very slow train wreck. Normally I like Johnny Depp, but that must have been thankfully one of his sleepers that...
Well, that was some kind of quote-unquote artistic movie.
Movie. No offense to autism is an amazing thing.
Yes.
Some movies should have never been produced.
Oh, so just because you don't like them, they should have never been produced. I see.
I didn't say that.
Beth can read this.
Gary
Oh,
Page said same company that made Don't Open Till Christmas.
I
Oh, I'm
think
guessing that they made Slaughter High.
I'm guessing that's what he means. Huh.
See, now I gotta watch Slaughter High and Don't Open Till Christmas.
Well, sounds like you're making us watch those, Gary. Thanks. I have to find my Don't Open Till Christmas VHS. Oh no.
See, I knew you had
Well, I didn't say I didn't have it.
it. Okay. I'm trying to think. I don't know.
It's okay. If you can't,
You can think of some movies that were.
not on the spot, I can't.
No, some movies just didn't get, the proper, publication, excuse me.
Yeah, that's true.
But what do you think of all these remakes, honestly? There's the
They can go to hell.
Scream remake, the
Well, I don't think there's a
Child's Play
Scream
remake.
remake, but some of the sequels are like the fourth one was almost like a remake.
Child's Play remake. Well, is it continuing? Because they kind of did leave it open for a sequel for the Child's Play 2020.
I think it was 2019. I don't remember. I don't remember the end of that.
They were making other dolls with the same kind of
You-
smart.
Usually,
chip.
they'll do an open-ended ending to a horror movie.
Mm-hmm. You're talkative.
Yes, I am. Yeah, YouTube, I think, have made changes to something because now it's like, even though Gary is here or was here or whatever, it's like the counter that shows listeners is mostly on 0 these days. Even if there's like 2 or 3 people talking in the chat, so that's kind of a bummer.
Yeah, we don't know who's all listening.
I know. So why don't we, I think I already said this, we'll plan on going an hour, which is like 27 more minutes. See what things are like at that point.
Any interesting laser discs you've seen lately? Trying to get Mr. Wade's attention?
No, I don't really watch Laserdiscs anymore.
Aww. What's your favorite Laserdisc collection?
I don't know. Full moon movies sound really good on Laserdisc. If you want to hear the best version of a full moon movie, get the Laserdisc of it, because even though that they come out on Blu-ray since, a lot of times the sound's screwed up on the Blu-rays. Gary says he has a cousin called Neil. This is true, but I don't keep in contact with the family. So I think he's commenting on the fact that his last name his user last name is Page, like Neil Page from Trains, Planes, and Automobiles. So I don't know if his cousin would have the last name Neil, though. Probably not. Cousins don't generally have the.
It depends on.
Yeah.
My nieces and nephews have the same last name.
Oh, don't say it.
I know.
Huh. So it depends. Okay.
Sons keep their name.
Oh, it depends on what side. Okay.
Yeah.
If it's like on some side of the guys.
Maternal side or non-maternal side.
I understand.
Most of my family members all have the same last name. There's a few that don't, but close ones all have the same last name.
Okay.
That's kind of a fun coincidence.
Yeah.
Well, for about 8 months, I actually had a semi-famous name.
Oh, yeah.
You can say it.
Well, no.
I'm no longer that name, so it doesn't matter.
I don't know. I don't want to screw up and say the wrong name. Looks like we got C-Snap in the house. Oh, Jesus.
She played Cleopatra.
This guy wants me to watch Salem's Lot. No, I haven't seen Salem's Lot or Near Dark. I wonder if we could pay, if Salem's Lot is a decent price on Amazon, I wouldn't. maybe we could pay to stream it. It's that vampire TV movie or whatever. If CSAP pays me to watch it, we can watch it.
I like vampire movies.
CSNAPs lives to have me watch those two movies. Haven't seen them yet.
I think I've seen Salem's Lot years ago. It sounds familiar. I love Stephen King.
I think they're both vampire movies. Gary Page says, yes, same. I think he means surname. CSNAP says, I'm always busting your balls on those. Yep, that's for damn sure. Ow, they saw.
Saves me the chance of doing it later.
So, 35 minutes into the show, almost 36. Oh, did you say what you thought about Piranha?
Oh, no.
Okay.
I like Piranha.
She liked Piranha.
Gives me another reason to stay out of the water.
Yeah, she already didn't like the water, and now she really don't.
So now they made it so that they can live in fresh and salt water, hot and cold. It doesn't matter.
CSNAP's crying tears of laughter with our
busting balls joke.
Yeah.
Saves me from busting them later. So hey, did me a favor.
So 36.
Oh, Gary Page is absolutely correct. Yes, I was Elizabeth Taylor for about 8 months.
Wow. Good for you.
Getting personal. He must have caught the Cleopatra line.
Getting personal around here.
I'm no longer that name.
Still let everyone know about your past.
That was 10 years ago.
Anyway.
It's 10 years ago. I can let that go.
Good.
But yes, you are absolutely correct, Mr. Gary Page.
Well, good.
And like Elizabeth Taylor, my marriage did not last very long. And I learned not to remarry. So one and done.
None and done for me, everyone. I'll let Beth read CSNAP.
Piranha had a weird stop motion sequence in it.
Yeah.
Some small monster creeping about in the background. And for no reason, it being there. Right. It was a suspense.
See, that's exactly true. And
I like the stop motion. It's kind of fun.
I guess to the movie's credit, I guess the reason they could get away with it is that they were looking around in this lab where they're creating, whatever hybrids and piranhas that live in cold water. So I guess it was just one of the
was he talking
hybrids
about
that survived.
Just...
And stop motion, walking around and squeaking.
He was cute.
See, Beth thought he was cute, and he was hiding when.
He might have been a pet.
Hiding during the fight. It's true. I can see CSNAP's point of view about what the hell is the point of showing that, but Beth liked it, so it was worth it.
It was like a pet or like an experiment that.
Right, it was one of their
docile and tame
experiments, the last living one.
Yeah.
Maybe it's probably because they just knew this Phil Tippett and he could do animation, so he's like, all right, what can we put in here? It's some just random monster lurking around in the.
Thank you, Gary Page, for the thumbs up.
He's hiding while they're fighting and stuff.
He's just a cute little critter. I kind of felt bad for the one in the tank, though.
It was just.
Was that his food or his friends?
Yeah.
Maybe both.
Yeah. But the piranha effects were really pretty fun that was a low budget movie, but back in the day, Roger Corman, and the piranha effects were really pretty cool. I love the sound effects whenever they show up. Just that I can't do it, but I'll give Beth a break and read this one. CSNAP says, have you seen Frogs with Sam Elliott? At the very end, there's a small cartoon frog appears. End of credit. 70s were strange. Yeah, I do have Frogs on DVD. I haven't seen it for over 10 years, but that's the one. I think it takes place in the South. That might be fun for Beth if it takes place in Mississippi. Uh-oh.
We're talking about past again?
Oh, wait, you've mentioned you've
I was born there.
You've told
Yeah,
Iron Rooster, who that
that's fine.
from
That was over 20 years ago. We're okay with that.
C-Snap says, that's right. Maybe I'll have to try to find the Frogs DVD.
That'd be fun.
So after the end credits, there's just like a animated frog that goes ribbit. That's all, folks.
Who knows?
Yeah, I've seen that long time. It also has that woman who'd go on to be in like Knots Landing or something.
Oh, I guess C-Snap says the frog says, today the pond, tomorrow the world.
Maybe that's the tagline.
Very end credits, yes.
Uh-oh.
Kind of reminds me of Pinky and the Brain, but yes. That's fun. Might have to watch that tonight or soon. How long is it? 90 minutes?
Probably just 90 minutes, I would imagine.
I guess 90 minutes.
Yeah, that's another kind of fun, same kind of thing. I want to say that's just PG. I don't think there's much. I can't remember much. All I can remember is like just the Mississippi looking environment. C-Snap says, have you guys seen Phase 4 about the ants? God, I want to say I've got that on VHS.
I could honestly say probably no. I don't really do creepy crawly movies.
Yeah, I may have got the tape of that.
He said it's a great 70s sci-fi.
Oh, it's okay. It's Roman numerals, so it's Phase IV. Yeah, I've got the VHS. So I've seen it. I can't remember it. Another one that we were gonna watch, but then Beth changed her mind because she's not big on creepy crawlies. Was can't even remember the title of it. Oh well. Oh, maybe it is called. I can't remember. It's the ones that. Oh well. I think Scream Factory just put out a Blu-ray of it recently.
I don't know.
It seems, the movie's called Bugs or something like that, with the bugs that get in people's hair and explode on fire.
Thanks. Time to wash my hair.
So I've seen Phase 4. I've got the VHS, but I can't remember jack about it. C-Snap says great 70s sci-fi. Gary says Piranha. It's funny and a good horror film. Yeah, that's Joe Dante. I was just telling Beth. Me and Beth watched The Howling recently, and I also showed her Inner Space recently, and the same guy directed all those, Beth. And I love, 70s Pino, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, Donaggio or Donaggio, and I just love his music that he writes to also put into movies. So it's supposed to be like music on radios and stuff. It's funny because there's a theme in Piranha that's like something like that that's on the radio at the beginning of Slumber Party Massacre as a song on the radio. Some of his music or whatever, and that's a Roger Corman production as well, so they could use it. C-Snap says, okay, you guys have to rename the channel to sort of movie fanatics. Oh, that I don't know everything about movies? Okay. Huge sort of movie fanatics. I'll take it up with the board.
I was just talking about that yesterday. I didn't really feel I didn't feel adequate being on the show because I don't know very much about the movies.
More personal stuff. She doesn't feel adequate being on this radio show. What do you guys think? Is she adequate? Piranha, C-Snap says Piranha Flying Killers was James Cameron's first movie. Yeah, I didn't want to tell her they made a Piranha 2.
I think I remember that. I think I watched
James
it,
Cameron, the guy who'd go on to make the movie Terminator, which doesn't make any sense, according to me and Beth, was his first movie, Piranha 2. Gary says, C-Snap, is that the one in the desert? I don't know. Are they talking to each other now? C-Snap says Killer Fish with Lee Majors was better, I thought. He says that to Gary, yeah. All
We're
right.
talking to each other. That's
Okay,
nice.
you guys have fun.
Aw.
Gary says Killer Fish, another great low budget one. That's the title. Okay, I don't think I've heard of that.
Killer fish. See, more reasons for me not to go into the water, I will definitely take.
Gee, thanks. What was I gonna say? Oh, there's one Italian shark movie it just came out on Blu-ray not long ago. I've got the VHS called Tintorera or something, Tiger Shark. But since it's Italian, that's sad because it's got like them killing like real sharks and seeing sharks cut in half and stuff. C-Snap says, how about Savage Bees? Is that the name of a movie? Yeah, I can't say I've seen that.
I stay away from creepy crawly movies.
Beth,
Since Candyman, I've stopped.
Beth ain't big on creepy crawly movies. Yeah, I think that movie I was going to show you, but then decided not to, was just called Bugs, I think.
Yeah, I think it was.
I can't remember right now.
I don't know. I know it's fake. If it can actually happen, it
sometimes
creeps me
they
out.
have real bugs in bug movies, so it's not
see?
fake. Like the nasty scene in Indiana Jones Temple of Doom where there's all kinds of real nasty bugs. C-Step says, yeah, there's a few 70s Killer Bee movies. Oh, I've got Swarm, I think. I think there's one called Swarm or something. Gary says Inner Space is underrated movie. Beth, please do.
Watch that.
He says, Beth, please do more shows with Nate.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I saw Inner Space in the theater, everyone. Ha ha.
We just watched Inner Space. Was it week before last?
I think it was last week, but and we watched it at some point. What did you think of it?
It was fun. They could have shranken the bad guys more, but 50% kind of got the point across. Yeah, there was a few giggles for me in that one. It reminded me of the other one, though.
Right. Fantastic
Voyage. Yeah. See, part of my lack of movie knowledge is my lovely memory that hates to keep itself in my mind. So I'll know something, but I don't know what it's called.
C-Snap says Ants Panic at Lakewood Manor was another bug movie. Brian Dennehy was in it. Okay. Yeah, I know that it seems like someone just put out Ticks on Blu-ray again, I think, but it might be some kind of a hard to get limited thing. But there's this movie called Ticks, like mutant wood ticks.
Thanks.
That was from like 93 or something. I've seen it, but I haven't been able to.
How about Reverse Psychology? Oh, I love bug movies. Can we talk about more of them?
Okay, well, there's slugs. And it didn't work, did it, fellas? I just had deja vu.
Good for you.
So, what do people think about Beth's inadequacies? Is she right or wrong? Beth's gonna not look at the chat for a while.
C-Snap is saying Love Day of the Animal with Leslie Nielsen.
Yeah, that one's fun. Day of the Animal is the guy who directed Grizzly.
Oh, I like Grizzly.
Beth likes Grizzly.
That was fun.
Day of the Animals is fun. I've still been waiting for that recent Blu-ray to come down in price. It hasn't, or not that I've seen. Day of the Animals is fun. It's got Leslie Nielsen as like the serious. He's like a bully in it.
Leslie Nielsen doesn't do serious very well.
Yeah, Leslie Nielsen was funny.
He tries.
C-Snap says Jaws with paws.
Yes.
Well, claws, but I think he's making a joke.
Aww.
Jaws with claws is the tagline, but I think he's making a joke.
Does bears have paws?
Yeah, that's true.
That's a cute way of saying I liked it. I giggled.
Well, looks like they're pretty silent on your, what'd you call yourself? Worthy? Oh, inadequate. C-Snap's laughing with tears of laughter. Is Beth inadequate?
Thanks.
I'm not mincing words, am I?
No, you're not. Well, somebody said they liked me on this show, but I don't know if they like to make fun of me or if they just like me.
Probably make fun of you.
Okay. At least I know.
Yeah, I told her she doesn't need to feel. Oh, you can read that one.
See, Snap, I am taken.
What's he say?
Nah, she's lovely. Nice voice, by the way. Aww.
See? So much for inadequate.
Well, I just don't know the new movie stuff, and
And
catch me off guard.
And I keep telling her they don't care if you know the movie stuff.
Okay, well, C-Snap gives me a vote to stay. Now he's winking and... Oh!
Hey, that's my woman.
Am I?
Yep. Where's my club?
He did put a ring on it, just not anything serious.
It's nothing indicating state and church involvement. It's just symbolization of what I just said. You're my woman. Clunk. That was the club on her head.
No apologies necessary, C-Snap. I'll take your...
Better watch it, bud.
I'll take your winks any day.
Is there any fun things I can do? Oh, yeah. C-Snap says, how about Dark Knight of the Scarecrow?
I don't know about Dark Knight of the Scarecrow. Are you looking for smiley faces, honey?
No, I'm looking for... Watch out, C-Snap.
Oh, no. He's going to get you, C-Snap. Does that show up in chat?
Yeah, I put an X in the chat. Said, watch out, C-Snap.
Oh, no.
Dark Knight of the Scarecrow. I'm pretty sure I streamed it and did a review on it. Is that the one with...
I know I watched Scarecrows. That was fun.
Is that the one with the guy from Darkman in it?
C-Snaps. Aww. He won't really get you. It's a fake one.
Well, he's in Ireland anyway. I ain't going on a plane again, probably, ever. So I'll take a boat over there.
It's true. C-Snap says yes.
Okay, yeah, I've reviewed that on the channel. I didn't blow my ass off, but it was fun. I think it was made for TV, Dark Knight of the Scarecrow, so it's not like there's any gore.
That sucks. I like gore.
She likes gore, but she liked, I think I showed her Killdozer. That was the made for TV movie.
No, Lucky Clovers in the thumbs up.
Yeah.
You're lucky you're in was it Ireland?
Yeah, Ireland.
Oh, you are lucky to be in Ireland. I would love to visit there someday. I think I've said that before.
I don't remember every show.
That's okay. Yeah. It's just a beautiful country from what I've seen in travel magazines and movies.
Remember that guy from 39 Steps, the religious dominant guy of that young woman? It's like, is this your daughter? My wife.
Oh, yeah.
Me wife. And she's like, you ought not to say that. What ought you not to say?
You be nice. Uh-huh.
Okay.
I think we're getting off topic just a little. Well, we don't even have a topic.
We don't. I was just gonna say we don't have a topic.
We're trying to see if I can stay in the show or not.
So far, it don't look good.
I got one vote.
1 vote out of 2. That's only 50%. Oh well. C-Snap says the worst Irish accent ever was the girl in Caddyshack. Okay, I can't say I remember, but I'll take your word for it. Beth's trying
to watch that again. I haven't seen that. I don't really pay attention to the way people, talk.
Was she supposed to have been a real woman from Ireland or something? Or Oh, and Tom Cruise in Far and Away. Yeah,
Oh, that was
I
horrible.
haven't seen that in forever.
That was horrible. He did not do Irish accents very well.
Gary says, I've. Okay. Good. He just retracted his message. He screwed up.
Aww.
He screwed up.
Are you trying to be Irish, Gary Page?
Yep.
Well, it's about
55 minutes into the show. Uh-oh, Beth.
Are we going to continue?
Okay. We've got two people.
We've got friends. C-Snap is laughing. Ha ha ha.
We don't know at what, but that's okay. Yep.
I don't know, maybe we should do a silent poll and to the people who are not watching this listening to this right now, and to see if we can continue.
What do you mean?
I don't know. If people don't like me, I'm not going to force them to listen to me.
So I can't remember who that other guy was. It was a completely different guy who said he likes the shows with you as well. So you've got 2 votes. I think people like you. Anyone listening after the fact, feel free to chime in the chat and give Beth a compliment. Otherwise, she just feels inadequate, I guess. It doesn't matter what I tell her. She just feels inadequate.
Pout.
On the show. I hope only on the show. Well,
So
we'll
far.
talk about that off the show, I guess. Oh, well. So, yeah, I have a Phase 4 VHS. It's actually really old, and it actually is a Gateway VHS. I thought Gateway was something they did later on, but I think it's S standard play mode Gateway VHS. It's under a pile, otherwise I'd pull it out.
As he tries to pull it out. Which one is it?
Well, this will be interesting. It's this right here. Oh my god. Okay, now I'm going to take this one.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll take both of these.
What are both of
Okay,
those?
okay. Put it. Okay, I pulled the Phase 4 VHS I got here. Horror/science fiction. Yeah, this is probably the original VHS. Scary images on the back. 2 guys in hazmat suits carrying some woman in the desert, and some scary woman. Beth is trying to put my mess back. She did it fine.
Nice.
Oh, this cover is gonna creep Beth out.
Icky, it's coming out of his hand.
It's like an ant coming out of someone's hand. Oh, I bet people would love me to read this premise on the back of Phase 4 VHS with my trailer voice.
Gary Page says, oh, I guess he's not trying to be Irish, but he's been to Ireland.
Yeah, well, in Europe, I mean, all them countries are all right next to each other. It's like going from Minnesota to Wisconsin, you know?
Yeah, I guess there's kind of a similarity.
Okay, everyone get ready. I'm going to read the synopsis on the back of Phase 4. Ready, Beth? This eerie tale about super intelligent ants marks the feature film directorial debut of noted designer Saul Bass. The story concerns 2 scientists who install themselves in an ant-proof dome full of computer equipment that interprets the ants' communications. When the men spread a yellow poison over the area, annihilating millions of ants, the surviving ants find an antidote to the poison, and even stronger, they strike back. What follows is not so much science fiction as it is science fact, thrust one step forward. Incredible photography. That's the last 2 words. Incredible photography from 1975. Running time 86 minutes. Color rated PG. But it's interesting how this, 80s VHS, it says on the spines on the Spy and Paramount Gateway Video. So that's interesting. We're going to see what the tape says. Oh, wow. So it's got a Paramount Gateway Video logo on one side and Paramount Home Video logo on the other. I'll have to showcase this.
I like how the ants get an antidote. Think that was a play on words? Get on top of the pile.
No, that pile scares me. I think it was a play on words.
Okay.
So, C-Snap says Saul Bass directed it. Phase 4, he did the titles for Psycho. Yeah, and a lot of other Hitchcock movies as well. Yep. Saul Bass directs Phase 4.
So scientists are trying to kill ants and then the ants retaliate?
Weren't you listening to the synopsis?
I couldn't get past your voice.
I think it intimidates her.
It's his movie voice.
All she could hear was the voice and not what I was saying. Well, I could read it with my pansy normal voice, but that's no fun. It's, ants run amok.
I don't think they run amok. I think there was
in
some
a desert. Okay, ants run a desert.
That's probably more accurate.
I wonder if that was that. Let's see if C-Snap knows if that was the only movie he ever directed. Was it?
I wouldn't be surprised if it was.
Ooh. Uh-oh. Gary says, great. Nate's cinema voice over.
Yeah, once that voice comes on the air, I don't know what he's saying, but he can keep talking.
So you really can't hear what I'm saying. You just hear the voice, huh? Huh. Interesting.
I'm just going to smile.
I guess she doesn't like it. That's okay.
I didn't say that.
Well, what are we thinking at this point? Just hour maybe, hour and 30 minutes total? Or what do you think, Beth? What's Beth's input?
Probably an hour 30.
We might be looking at 27 minutes left, everyone, all two of you.
Well, I know they've got other things going on. They don't have to spend their time with us.
Okay.
I'm probably
true.
boring them with my non-knowledge of
you're
movies.
Letting your insecurities shine through. We probably should have told Matt in advance that we were doing this. Oh, well.
We gave everyone an advance
Yeah,
notice.
but if he's not subscribed, he might not get that notice. C-Snap says 7 movies in total, but nothing notable. So he made 7 non-notable movies. Huh?
That's sad.
That is a bummer. What did I just say, Beth?
I don't know.
See, whenever I go into that voice, let me tell you something personal about Beth. She once, she could hear what I was saying because she had the face of rage. So I just proved she can hear what I'm saying in that voice. She's looking at me like I'm going to get it later. Well,
he wants it later.
Well, about an hour and 3 minutes into the show at this point.
You probably don't even know the titles of the movies he did.
Oh, great.
Not that I do. I mean, I'm the last person to know.
So I guess we can also briefly mention something we watched last night. Godzilla versus, let's see if you can say the monster.
Starts with an M.
Well, she can't.
Megalodon?
Megaguirus.
Megaguirus. Sorry.
Yeah.
That was fun. It was a bug movie that the bug really wasn't, well, it was prehistoric, but it wasn't prehistoric.
I have this memory that the Millennium Godzilla movies were better, but maybe technically they're okay. But I don't know if they have the charm of the old ones for me. But that's okay. I mean, it's cool to have like the high tech sound and stuff and the booms and the roars and stuff. But maybe they're not as great as I remembered. But there's not many more left. it was basically a year ago. At this time, Beth was very nice and gifted me the Criterion collection because it was 50% off. So that's
The only
what
way he'd let me buy it.
a year ago it started us on our Godzilla filmography thing, and we're all the way up to Megaguirus, or we just did Megaguirus. So yeah, I felt kind of bad showing her that. I was like, because I built it up like, oh, the monster is cool in this. I was remembering the scene with all of the little ones attacking, which was pretty cool.
That was fun. All the little ones taking and biting at him and taking up his atomic energy to put back into the big one and then die.
C-Snap says the 90s Godzilla was awful. I'm assuming you're talking about the American one from 98. Yeah, I don't include that in the...
I don't like the American Godzilla.
She doesn't even like the current American Godzilla with the...
It looks like a Shih Tzu Godzilla.
The...
Smells all fushed in.
What kind of feet? Pig feet and dog face?
Shih Tzu face.
Oh, no, elephant feet.
Elephant feet and Shih Tzu face.
Yeah, the Americans don't know how to do Godzilla. Yeah, the one with Matthew Broderick, 98. I hear you there. I mean, I was a big Godzilla fan when that movie came out, and when I saw that, I'm like, what the fuck? I said, what the fuck? That's what I said. And it didn't say anything back.
It said, that was my Godzilla roar, by the way.
It was more like Godzilla's soar.
Oh. What? I can do that one.
Yeah. Okay.
I like the baby Godzilla. They were cute.
Good.
Why did they stop making baby Godzilla?
I don't know. You think it'd sell a lot of toys?
I think.
I guess they just got sick of it.
Wah,
All right, probably about 19 or 18 minutes left, everyone. So there. Unless, of course, someone else shows up.
wah. Which is typically our luck.
Oh.
As I look around his office.
She's looking at the movie shelf. Yeah. Sure got a plethora, don't I?
Yeah.
C-Snap says Matthew Broderick, after making Ferris Bueller, was in Ireland and killed someone drunk driving. No charges happened to him. Yeah, that's one of the stories. Beth has a face of horror on it. That's one of the stories that's out there. Yep. One of those stories. Hope it's no one you knew.
Probably paid off the family. If it even, maybe it was this publicity stunt.
Well, that's what a lot of our listeners might not understand. Like, they put a lot of stuff out in the media that may not have happened at all. It's called shaming ritual, but we can't say that it didn't. So, but it's possible that it didn't as well. So
It was possible that it did, and they paid money to cover it up.
They just like putting negative stories out in the news.
I don't watch the news.
Hear, hear.
If I want the truth, I'll watch Demolition Man. C-Snap says, know what really happened.
Okay, well,
Okay.
C-Snap knows best. He must have seen it.
No offense. Those kind of stories just make me sad.
Why would that offend anyone?
It's just... That's why I don't like sad. I just don't like sad.
All right. Thanks a lot, C-Snap.
It wasn't his fault. He was just bringing up a movie fact. Or a fact that happened with the actor. I should say.
Well.
But any...
Happy stories,
yeah,
anyone?
happy stories.
What do you want to watch tonight, Beth? C-Snap is crying, and then he's holding his nose. I don't know what that second... Maybe that's blowing his nose. I don't know what that second face is. It's like a hand over his nose, mouth.
I don't know. Maybe a crying face and then a giggle. Trying not to giggle.
Oh, maybe that's holding a giggle in. Maybe he's toying with us. He's effing with our minds.
I don't have a mind.
There goes Beth again. Self-hate. Here you want. Never mind.
That cyanide pill you keep promising me?
Oh, I tell you, everyone. Matt's going to be mad we didn't let him know that we were doing
We gave
this.
the world a shot.
That's true. We gave the world notice a day in advance.
Supposed to personally email Matt.
I know. I that kind of thing I should charge for. I'm pretty sure if if anyone subscribed, I would imagine they'd, the YouTube was working, they'd get a notification of the video in which I let everyone know that this was happening. But people could have lives. Maybe he met the woman of his dreams over the weekend.
No, I'm still here. I'm the woman of everybody's dreams and nightmares.
Oh, nightmares, yeah. Oh. Ow.
Talk about busting balls again. Thank you, because I don't have to do it now.
Ow, Beth. Ow. Oh.
You have no pity from the audience.
I know. C-Snap says, what you think of Alec Baldwin's story lately? Oh, yeah. See, I think that's all BS too, but C-Snap probably thinks it really happened. I don't know if I should probably even talk about it. Well, we'll just put it this way, Beth. Supposedly a similar thing that happened on the set of The Crow happened with an Alec Baldwin project. Remember what happened on the set of The Crow?
They killed him.
Shh, you can't say it out loud. Anyway, there's this Alec Baldwin story, and that's the same thing.
So supposedly Eric Baldwin got killed on set?
No, supposedly this guy shot a gun. Anyway, we'll talk about what's that word? Sensitive things here. I think I think anything in national/world news is bullshit. That's my take on it. So if it's in national/world news, it's bullshit. Nate thinks it's bullshit. Oh God. I don't want to get into it, C-Snap. He says, why is there doubt it didn't happen? Because they just put bullshit in the media. But, if you want to say it happened, that's your right. That's your media's full of bullshit. But if you want to think it happened, go ahead.
Well, it could have been him exiting on the top.
C-Snap says, oh, okay, fair enough. It's just my worldview.
Yeah.
We've got different worldviews.
It's all about perspective.
And the media just puts out.
But then there was the Lee, what's it called? The Brandon Lee, or was it?
Yeah,
Bruce
but
Lee,
my point is, if none of us were there to see this stuff, we don't know.
And movies are so believable now. It's just, you can't tell what's real and what's movie magic anymore. Like in the 70s and the 80s, you knew what was projected by camera, but now it's all CG.
Not even about what's in the movie, though. It's about what they say happened on movie sets, which, anywho.
Hidden footage, captured footage. But, I believe that a lot of stuff happens behind the scenes that we're not supposed to know about, that leak out.
Okay.
Well, how else are they going to get people to watch TV?
C-Snap says Brandon Lee, also John Eric Hexum in the 80s. Good.
Yeah. Was it the Lee curse? The Bruce Lee curse?
Mm-hmm.
So they all died tragically young. Didn't Brandon Lee die about the same age as Bruce Lee?
I wouldn't know.
Something to look into, maybe.
So we talked about quite a few movies on the show. We have to watch this. We have to watch that. Do you remember any of them? Probably not.
Salem's Lot.
Oh, yeah.
Dark or something.
Near Dark.
Near Dark. Frogs.
I've got that DVD. Don't open till
Christmas.
Have to find that though. It's probably here in one of these clamshells from a video store. C-Snap says, ha ha. I don't know about what, but whatever.
Oh, if I want the truth, I'll watch a movie.
I
Maybe.
don't know. He's probably, never mind. What's Beth think about? I kind of cleared this area out a little bit. Was she?
I can see the floor.
Okay, she approves. She approves, everyone.
I don't have to suck my tummy in to come inside anymore.
C-Step says, watch Frogs. See Sam Elliott without his mustache. Beth probably doesn't know who Sam Elliott is, but that's okay. He's a guy in a lot of westerns, and he's pretty much known for the mustache. Oh, he was in whatchamacallit, is the cowboy, the dude, or not the dude, he was in, I showed you months ago, Big Lebowski. He was that cowboy at the bar. He was
with
telling the story.
The bicycle mustache. Okay.
Yeah, we might watch Frogs. Uh-oh. Yuri, I don't even know how to pronounce it. He says, Nate, sharing is caring, bro. You're not a movie fanatic if I can't have a turn on Beth. Uh-oh. Might have a stinker. Beth's bewildered.
Who is this?
I don't know. It might be Osama.
I never really said I was a huge movie fanatic.
No, I think he's saying something vulgar in relation to you. C-Snap says the best mustache, even better than Magnum's. I think he's referring to Magnum PI.
That I know. What's his real name?
Tom Selleck.
Tom Selleck, yeah.
I think
it's weird seeing Tom Selleck without a mustache.
I was just going to say, I think the mustache is the star and not the rest of them, because when you don't have it, he just looks like a...
Yeah, he looks like a little boy. I don't know if I'm supposed to be insulted by what you...
So, C-Snap says, best mustache, even better than Magnum's. Tom Selleck was nearly Indiana Jones. Oh, yeah, I may have heard that.
Yeah, no, that wouldn't have worked.
Nah, no way.
But then again, Prince was supposed to be the Goblin King in Labyrinth. I don't know if that would have worked, though.
Gary says Sam Elliott, best mustache in Hollywood. Ooh.
Now I know who you're talking about. Yeah, he's got a really good bicycle mustache. Those are hard to, fluff and make just perfect. Huh. Probably took him 5 to 10 years just to get it there.
C-Snap says there's footage of Selleck. I don't doubt it. I've seen some.
Don't let me interrupt.
Oh, golly. Oh, test screening with Karen Allen for Indiana Jones.
Hey, that'd be fun to catch.
I don't know. I don't want my life ruined.
Tom Selleck as Indiana Jones. I don't know. It might have worked.
Nope.
Have an open mind.
Okay. That's the door shutting.
That's the door closing.
Well, I'd say about 10 minutes left, everyone. Thanks for showing up.
Chiming in.
It's been a blast, hasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
C-Snap says, how about Dustin Hoffman as Rambo? I didn't hear that one. I don't know if he's making that up or...
That wouldn't have worked. Well, considering from what I heard, Sylvester Stallone wrote the screenplay for Rambo with him being the actor in it. That's what I heard, and he wouldn't let anyone else apply for it seriously. I mean, he'd let people in to say he let people in, but they weren't going to do anyone but Sylvester Stallone as Rambo.
C-Snap says Steve McQueen also turned down Rambo.
I don't know who Steve McQueen is.
Oh, she doesn't know who Steve McQueen is. That's okay. Before her time. Well, before our time, but seeing
a
as
lot
how
of the
I'm
stuff
a
we know before our
huge movie fanatic, even if it's before my time, I still know,
I know the name Steve
about
McQueen.
She knows the name, but not the face.
I'd probably recognize the face if I saw it.
Uh-oh, C-Snap can't believe you don't know who Steve McQueen is. Oh.
Sorry. If I saw his face, I'd probably know who we're talking
great.
about.
She's going to pull out the dreaded phone. I'd say about 9 minutes left, everyone. We're getting kind of tired. C-Snap says, have you heard of Marilyn Monroe? He's being... I think he spelled her name wrong, though. He spelled the last name wrong. C-Snap's being a stinker. Elvis?
Never heard of Elvis.
C-Snap's being a stinker bones.
How do you spell his name?
Elvis.
Ha ha ha. Oh, I know who he is. Steve McQueen.
C-Snap.
I don't know names.
She don't know names. She knows faces.
He was.
Yep, you're right.
He was the main person for Cars.
What's Cars?
See, now who doesn't know their movies? No, Steve McQueen. I just didn't know his name.
What are you talking about for Cars?
The movie Cars with Disney Pixar.
Well, he died before they made Cars.
But he was the car character, after, to reminisce him.
C-Snap says the king of cool, Lightning McQueen.
See? Thank you for validating me. He did a lot of car movies, so Steve McQueen was immortalized in the movie Cars as the red car.
They just named a car after him, C-Snap says.
Yeah, I know Steve McQueen. I don't think I've watched all of his movies.
She hasn't watched all of his movies.
I don't know names. I know faces.
C-Snap thumbs up everything. We're all good.
Okay.
Unless you don't know Marilyn Monroe, then we're not good.
I don't know. That name sounds really familiar.
She's that woman in all black who does the scary TV shows with the black hair, black dress, and busty.
Well, I thought Marilyn Monroe was
Marilyn Monroe, Mistress of the Dark.
Mistress of the Dark, yeah, that's what it was. Or did she have red hair and last name was Ball?
Mm-hmm. C-Snap says, watch The Great Escape. Okay, after Near Dark and Salem's Lot.
Okay.
What the hell kind of pose is this? Look at that. What the hell? What year is that? What's that say?
Doesn't say a year. GQ magazine.
C-Snap says, or Bullet, the most famous car chase in movie history. I've got Bullet. Okay. I guess if we're being real, I mean, the car chase doesn't necessarily hold up so much these days, but it still is fun. Like if you told some kid that before they showed it to him, this has got the best car chase still in a movie, and you showed it to them, they'd go, huh?
They'd probably refer to that other
Fast to the Furious 22.
Oh.
That there's that one part in that car chase scene in Bullet where they keep they have multiple shots of the same thing, and like a car going over these things, and there's that green VW Beetle in the shot, and it's like they use the same different angles of the same thing and put it throughout the different parts of the chase. Like it's supposed to be different moments, but it's the same thing. That's sloppy. All right, everyone. About a measly 5 minutes left. Yeah, C-Snap says Lucille Ball.
I thought it was Marilyn Ball.
Marilyn Ball Monroe.
Yeah. Lucy Monroe.
Oh, man. C-Snap says, well, the 60s/70s car chases weren't lazy CGI. That's true.
That's true. They weren't lazy CGI, but they were lazy, same shot, different angle.
Let's not fight with our listeners.
I'm just making a point. You were just saying that.
Well, I wasn't saying that car chases in Fast and the Furious are better than Bullet. Just, I don't know what I was saying. Beth's smiling. We're all good.
No, I don't like CGI. I mean, I like some CGI, but it's getting overplayed.
CGI. Yeah, what
Give me
sucks is video
claymation.
games look like movies and movies look like video games now.
Because it's all the same.
All the same. Yeah, we're getting a little radio fatigued, so good thing there's 4 minutes left, right, Beth?
Yeah, I don't want to make any enemies. It's bad enough. Only one person likes me.
It's bad enough being inadequate, let alone making enemies.
Only one person likes me. Thank you,
No.
C-Snap.
No, it was Gary who liked you.
Oh, I apologize, Gary. Me and names don't get along very well. Yeah, Gary Page does like me. What?
Well.
Dead air. I don't like a dead air. I'm sorry.
Okay, well, in that case, liven the air up. Uh-oh, you can read that, Beth. C-Snap says,
check out the French Connection car chase with Gene Hackman, William Friedkin, sat in the back with the camera and the mattress for protection. That's movie making. Okay, I'll agree with that.
Yeah.
I like the old, where you can tell the camera's there.
I know. Now it's just fakery. Let's just go into a big green room. Action!
Yeah.
What am I doing? It doesn't matter. We'll make you do it later in post. Am I mad? Am I angry? Am I happy? Doesn't matter. We'll adjust your face in post.
Exactly.
Then why am I here? Doesn't matter.
We need a human subject. No, that's one thing that Star Trek kind of opened up my eyes to is the holographic world that we live in.
Wait. Oh, you mean what's it called?
Holodecks?
Holodecks? Yeah. Gary says, yeah, CGI sucks in horror films. It's worse. Yeah, like CGI gore. How's that for lame-o?
Yeah, like It Follows. That was incredibly stupid. I apologize. That's almost up there with Doom Asylum.
Apology accepted.
But we should probably wrap this up.
Well, we got to wait until it says 1 hour 30 because I got OCD. But, we're minutes away from the end of the show. C-Snap says, you guys a good team. Beth, you should be on the show more. Fist coming at you. That was this, not my anus. I've got a noisy chair for the radio show.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks a lot, C-Snap. Thanks a lot, Gary.
Okay, so 2 people like me.
No, there's a third that left that other comment. So 3.
Well, he wasn't on today's show.
He might have a life. Doesn't mean he doesn't like the shows with both of us.
If I get more than 5 likes, I'll do another show.
Oh my God. C-Snap says, gotta go, guys. Take care. Great show. See you soon. His real name's Joe. See you, Joe. We gotta go as well. All right. Thanks for showing up. 30 seconds left. Thanks for showing up, Gary. I think Gary showed up first.
Yeah.
as he often does. Thanks for that, Gary. It's been a blast.
Thank you, everybody who showed up.
C-Snap's putting up tons of thumbs up.
Yay. Some hitchhiking going on.
Yeah, we got some hitchhiking going on.
If I could make it to Ireland, I'd pick you up in a car. But I can't get that far.
She can't get that far. All right, everyone. Thanks a lot. See ya.